10:45, our wranglers at horses had walkied us to say that a man needs help and I needed to call 911. So I went ahead and called 911 and told them the information about the young boy who was in a diabetic coma. And we started taking action. So Trumpet, go ahead, and you guys.
I approached the man, and he'd driven into camp in a van and said that his son was out on the trail in a diabetic coma. And so we said, well, let's grab some glucose, which we had just had our wilderness first aid training and learned that glucose is what we give those in a diabetic coma. So we grabbed the glucose. Myself and our nurse Kitty went first with the hiker, and then when we realized where we would be heading, that we needed more support, we called for 2 additional staff, which was our program director, Hello, and our outdoor recreation specialist, Triceratops. And so they were able to bring up the backboard and some other supplies. Miss Triceratops, who runs cross country, was the first on the scene, and so she made it about 1.75 miles to the young man in the coma and was able to administer the glucose. And then Hello and I, along with there was the boy's father, who was the hiker with him, made it up there and were able to facilitate in an airlift rescue for the fire department that was there, came up behind us.
And everyone did such an amazing job, and we all communicated back and forth with the walkie-talkies and relayed information to the captain of the fire department down there.
So they were actually relying on our walkie-talkies.
Yes,
for communication, because theirs weren't working.
Theirs were not working properly, so they were, and we were there for quite a while. So.
And for me, it was very comforting to be with a very calm staff. Nobody had a freak out moment, and so you're helping a stranger and you trust the people you're with. It helped you stay calm. We were all in the training together, so I knew they knew exactly what I knew, and we were all in the same wavelength, which was really comforting.
And I didn't know anything when I was told go to the pillbox, and I said, should I run? Yes. So I just followed, Hello, and just went, okay, she knows what's going on, I trust her completely. And then when I found out what was going on, I knew I was the quickest, so I took the glucose and hiked my fastest and ran ahead.
No, it was a great team effort, and it was really good to be able to rely on people. So,
absolutely, and it's really, really comforting to know that all of our staff have the skills and the capability and the trust amongst each other to go ahead and take care of any type of emergency that we might have up here. So it was a dry test run. Thank goodness it was nobody here at our camp. Our staff are our campers, but it really did show us how well we are prepared for an emergency and how quick we can fall into action to make sure everyone's happy and safe, and we can get help up here. So
and everyone at camp went on with camp just as nothing had happened, as if we were not dealing with something that serious.
With the helicopters looming around right over our camp, the show still went on, and it was so gratifying to know that you guys are all did so good. Let's do a big hurrah for Wilderness First Aid. 1, 2, 3. Wilderness First Aid!